organization. And over the past few months in particular, I have never been prouder of the efforts of this association and its members, including you, who have done incredible work to push our communities forward. 2020 has been an unprecedented year of reckoning for our nation. It has been built primarily on one word throughout our community: resilience. The Black community has shown undeniable power and resilience in the face of glaring adversity yet again. From the disproportionate impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic, which has highlighted economic and health disparities, to systematic racism that has spread about this country for centuries, our plight has been challenged at every turn. Yet with determination, zeal, and fortitude that can only be found within our community, we forge ahead. We fight forward. Our proclamation of "we are done dying" must always be met with action that bring about changes our families, communities, and this country deserves in order to live up to its constitutional provision that all men and women are created equal. I'm grateful for this opportunity to serve with you, but even more, I'm excited about the future because of you. Again, welcome. Thank you for all that you do. Let's continue the fight. Let's continue to work to ensure democracy work for all.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, delegates to the 111th Annual Convention of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, and particularly elected delegates who are serving in each of the 7 regional meetings for this year's virtual convention. Region 1, Region 2, Region 3, Region 4, Region 5, Region 6, and Region 7. Let me welcome you individually and collectively to this series of regional meetings. We come together at an extremely important time in the history of our nation and in the history of our association. We're here this evening to talk about who will be leaders of this association from a regional level going forward. We're here to talk about how we as regions come together and collaborate on the work that we do as the NAACP. And in this year, 2020, we are here to talk about how each of our regions is important in the upcoming election. We understand that all elections are important, but the last 4 years have shown us that the 2020 presidential election and all of the elections on the down ballot are of extreme significance for the lives of Black folk in America. We've decided that we are done dying at the NAACP, and that means that we understand that Black lives do matter. And because Black lives do matter, we have an obligation to make sure that public policy is carried out by people who understand that Black lives matter, people who will work to ensure that Black lives matter, people who understand the significance of not just the statement, but the history of how Black lives are impacted by public policy in this nation. When this virtual convention ends, the real work of the association will begin. You must go back to your units, your college chapters, your youth councils, and ensure that we are out in the streets, ensuring that public policy is done in a way that impacts all of our lives positively. You must ensure that everyone who is eligible to vote is registered to vote and that they are educated on voting and that they get out and vote. 2020 is a major year for us. It's important for you to understand what happens up and down the ballot. Yes, the presidential election is paramount, but you must vote in every election on your ballot, whether it's the dog catcher or whether it's the county sheriff. Your life depends on how you vote. Public policy dictates whether or not you will live or die. It's important for you to understand that you elect the people who make and carry out public policy. We're done dying. Black Lives Matter.
Hello and welcome NAACP family. I'm Karen Boykin Towns and it is my honor to serve as the Vice Chairman of the NAACP National Board of Directors. As we begin our regional meetings for our beloved organization, I'd like to take this moment to thank you for your willingness to play a significant role in what remains the foundation of the NAACP, fighting for equality during these uncertain times. Black voices from throughout the country have made it known that enough is enough and that we are done dying. But those proclamations must ultimately be supported by actions and solutions that bring about sustainable change for the Black community. The decisions reached over the next few days will help in establishing our NAACP positions on issues that impact our communities and in charting the course for a future that we can all look forward to. I'm honored and proud to serve alongside each of you during such a defining moment for our country. There is no finer time to bring about the change our people need in this moment. So let's recommit ourselves by starting today and making the impact that's needed. Again, I thank you for your commitment and welcome.
Hello, I'm Michael Turner, Chair of the Convention Planning Committee and member of the National Board of Directors. The youth are the heart of the NAACP and continue to bring us the energy and innovation needed to push our beloved organization to the heights unimagined. I am grateful for your participation in your regional meeting. Your role in our amazing organization is pivotal as you will discuss and vote on important positions for your region. Thank you for doing your duty as a proud member of the NAACP. I'm honored to serve with you as we fight to improve, protect, and change our communities. Let's go to work.
Hello, Youth in College. My name is Helen Myers, and I'm from the great state of Kansas in Region 4. I serve as the Youth Vice Chair of the Convention Planning Committee on the National Board of Directors. I hope you all have enjoyed the convention thus far. I'm so excited you all were able to be a part of such a historic virtual convention. I wanted to take a moment and show my appreciation for all of your hard work during these difficult times. Watching countless Black Americans die at the hands of police brutality while also battling the COVID-19 pandemic has, I'm sure, taken a toll on you mentally, possibly making you feel as though you were throwing your efforts into an empty void. But it's imperative that we remember that Martin Luther King Jr. was only 26 years old when he organized the boycotts in Montgomery. John Lewis was only 21 years old when he became a freedom rider, and Ruby Bridges was only 6 years old when she bravely desegregated her elementary school. The youth have always been an integral part of the civil rights movement, and our actions today will be to the benefit of generations to come. So please, don't hesitate to create good trouble, and don't hesitate to let your voice be heard, especially during this year's election. Our future depends on you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. My name is Treylin Rogers, and I am your Region 6 Youth Board member, and I will be serving as the chair for tonight's call. So the first thing we're going to do tonight is do a delegate roll call, and I will call your chapter's name and use the using the hand raising feature on the on participants. We will take roll that way. So Angelo State University, Marissa Rogers and Mia Shaw. Sorry. You just raise your hand, okay. All right. Okay, Austin Youth Council, I don't want to mess y'all's names up, but T-Von and D-Von. Just raise your hand if you're here. Okay. Claiborne Parish, Jeremiah Williams and Sadie F. All right. Dallas Youth Council, C. Simpson, Caitlin Vault, Shannon Lewis, and Chancey Applewhite. All right. Garland Youth Council, Mark Anthony Abernathy. All right. Jackson Parish, Marquise Thompson Jr. Takiria Martin. All right. Martiana Beach, Louisiana State Conference. Got you. Langston University, Charles Gates. Houston Youth Council, Kiara Jackson. Imani Davenport, Summer Thompson, Sherrick Sessions, Curtis Johnson, Jaya Lucas. Okay. New Orleans Youth Council, Rachel Green, Anthony Jackson. Southeastern, Asia Jupiter. Southern University, Baton Rouge, Taylor, Jolin, McGee, sorry, I'm mispronouncing, Raven Keith, T. Taylor, Keenan Taylor, Jamisha Stewart, Tyler Williams, Siobhan Steuben, Alexa, Jatori Martin.
David.
All right. Now for the next part of the agenda, we'll have regional officer intros and election.
Let us lock in a delegate count real quick.
Sorry.
Very good. I don't think that person is here. Delegate count is 17.
Confirming delegate count.
Okay, thank you. Are we good to move forward now?
I have Baylor is here. Who put Baylor's here?
Say it again.
Jatori.
You said Baylor here?
Yeah, Jatori Martin.
Okay. Oh, I see the Q&A. Okay. Okay, got you. All right. Is there anybody who is here and didn't get their name, whose name was called but didn't respond? To Tylia Smith. Could you type what chapter you're with in the Q&A section? Talia. And there's a question in chat box, Derek. It says, can they use their alternate?
Yes. For youth council.
Dallas.
Dallas. What's the name?
Haley Hall.
Okay.
And Claiborne Parish is Talia Smith. Are you an alternate? Miss Smith? Okay. She says Claiborne Parish. I'm not sure if she's alternate though. Yes, she says she is.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. It's Tyliah. Last name is Smith.
Alexa's here from Baylor.
Okay. On you, Mr. Chair.
All right. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda as listed? I don't know how we do the, I guess, do they type in the chat box? Or is that a poll? Sorry, I'm trying
We'd
to
look
figure out
for
how
a
to do it.
motion to approve the agenda, and then we'll throw the poll.
Okay, perfect. Is there a motion to approve the agenda as written? Okay, is there a second? Siobhan made the motion. Is there a second? Can I get a second to approve the agenda? Okay, is there any discussion? Martiana seconded. All right, hearing none, all those in favor, sorry. Okay, I got you. I got the second here. I'm sorry, I gotta check the Q&A and the. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
On the poll, we have 19, looking for 2 more on the poll.
You said 19 who are on the poll?
Yeah, looking for 2 more to complete it before we close it out.
Got you.
Any delegates who have not voted to approve the agenda, please vote now.
Got a question in the chat box that says, how do we do it? Did you get it figured out? Treylin, I think. Got you. All right. The ayes have it. So now we will, now I will open the floor for nominations for the position of chair. I guess I'll start with number one. Open the floor for nominations for the position of chair. I'll call it 3 times. After the 3rd time, I'll close the floor, and then we will have a vote on it. So the floor is now open for the chair of the regional meeting for Region 6, the youth regional meeting for Region 6. Are there any nominations? Are there any nominations? Are there any nominations for chair of Region 6, of the Region 6 meeting, youth meeting? The floor is now open.
Please input all nominations into the Q&A.
Are there any nominations for chair of the Youth Region 6 meeting? All right, I hope I don't have to chair the whole meeting. I don't know to close the floor or not, but we don't have any, so I guess I'll just do an overview. So basically, the chair of this meeting usually it's only for the convention. Normally, when we be in person, the chair of the meeting would essentially just make sure that the elections are done and that the agenda goes as follows. And then the following year, you basically start the meeting off as I did this year, and then you would elect somebody else. So the task is not year round. It's just mostly for convention. So hopefully that provided a little bit of clarity. Are there any nominations? The floor is open for chair of the Region 6 youth meeting. Are there any nominations? Any nominations? All right, let's go to co-chair. Are there any nominations for co-chair? The floor is now open for co-chair, sorry. Are there any nominations? Any nominations? Any nominations? All right, let's try secretary. Floor is now open for secretary. Are there any nominations for secretary? Any nominations?
I see a Haley Hall nominated in the chat.
Is this for a secretary? Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? The floor is now closed. Congratulations, Haley Hall. You are the secretary. Let's go back to chair. Are there any nominations for chair? Sorry, the floor is open for nominations for chair. Are there any other nominations? All right, well, I guess I am going to chair the rest of the meeting then. So let's go into the state leader introductions. We'll start off with Louisiana. I'm sorry.
One moment, please. Stand by.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Marciana Beach. I'm currently serving as Louisiana State Youth and College President, and I just want to thank everybody for coming here today. I know they asked us to give an update for the state. So our state has been working on advocacy and our GOTV events, and really just trying to finish out the year great, regardless of what 2020 has done to us. So hope everyone's having a good time, and thanks everyone for being here.
Thank you. Texas.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Siobhan Steuben, and I serve as the Texas Youth and College Division President. It is great to be here with y'all today, even if it's virtually. In Texas, we have been working on making sure units are equipped with being able to go out and advocate on behalf of our organization. And then, of course, making sure they're in compliance as well. And so we have a number of things that are in the works, and we hope that you will join us for them. Have a good night.
Thank you. Oklahoma, Arkansas, New Mexico.
Can you please advise names?
Let me see if they're on here. Huh?
I don't believe that they're present.
Yeah, I don't think so either. All right. Summer. All right. Does she have access?
Yeah, I just gave her access.
Summer Thompson. Okay, thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Summer Thompson, and I serve as your NAACP Region 6 Youth Representative, and I'm honored to be sharing this virtual space with you this evening.
Thank you, Summer. Are there any other regional or state leaders? Type your name or raise your hand. All right. We're now down to adult regional representative elections. The nominations listed are Helen Myers from Texas. Oates from Texas, sorry.
Greetings all. My name is Helen Myers, former president of the Texas Southern University's Chapter 6864B, and I am vying for your vote to be the next adult representative for Region 6 in the National Youth Works Committee. During my time in NAACP, I've assisted in chartering, development, and leadership growth for units across the country. My platform is bridging the gap and strengthening the bond. I believe that Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and New Mexico have not only the potential to be strong in our own individual states, but strong as a region across the country. Where we go together, we grow together. Again, my name is Treylin Rogers, and I am vying for your vote to be the next adult representative for Region 6 in the National Youth Works Committee.
Next, we will have candidate B, Miss Omega Taylor from Louisiana. Okay, we'll come back to Ms. Omega. Not sure if there's some technical difficulties. All right, next candidate we have is Brandy Fields from Texas. All right, it appears we're having some technical difficulties. If y'all could just hold on for just a second. All right, here we go.
Hello, my name is Brandy Fields, and I am running for your Region 6 adult representative. You, Region 6, need a person that can represent you. Texas, Louisiana, New Mexico, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. Growing up in the Youth and College Division, I have gained and learned leadership and have leadership experience that makes me fully equipped to serve in this capacity, such as being the vice president and chapter president of my college chapter at the University of Texas at Arlington, where we brought home the best college chapter and largest college chapter in the nation 2 years in a row. I then proceeded to work as the vice president for the Texas Youth and College Division, where we brought home the best state youth and college division in the nation. Currently, I serve as the representative on the National Youth Work Committee, where I represent you, Region 6. Continuing my work on this committee, I plan to make sure that our region is greater and better than it was before. Voting me as your Adult 6 region representative, I promise to make sure that the work of our organization gets done as it is right now, and to make sure that your voice is heard on the national level. Texas, New Mexico, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Oklahoma. Once again, my name is Brandy Fields, and I am running for your Region 6 adult representative. Thank you.
All right. Yes. All right. The last video is Trevino Carter from Oklahoma. Well, sorry, the next video is Trevino Carter from Oklahoma.
Greetings. My name Treylin Carter, and I currently serve as the State Youth and College Division Advisor for the great state of Oklahoma, State Conference Youth and College Division. And I am a candidate for the Region 6 Adult Representative seat for the National Youth Work Committee. I believe that I will serve as a great person for the adult representative seat due to the fact that I have served immensely in my state conference and youth and college division, starting off from Links University and even currently serving in my position now. I do always know that everyone can work greatly together in the local, the state, the region, and even the national level. I have a great mind to always serve the people for what is needed in today's time. And that as we continue to work together and strive to be together as one, we can move this region from good to great and great things. Thank you.
All right. I don't know. Are we able to get Miss Omega's video up?
Good evening. My name is Omega Taylor. Good evening. My name is Omega Taylor, and I am running for the National Youth Work Adult Representative. This election has presented us with a clear choice, a choice to continue on as we have always done, or elect a new leader with fresh ideas and new perspective from Region 6. I believe that my experience and my personality will be this fresh outlook. Above all else, the most important job is to listen to Region 6 youth in college and communicate their interests. For nearly a decade, I have served as the Louisiana State Youth Advisor, and I have also served in many other capacities within the association. During my tenure as State Advisor, I have reactivated 12 chapters, and at the 111th National Convention, we have registered 10 of those 12 units. The future depends on our ability to work together. Cooperation and teamwork will get us very far. If you support Omega Taylor for the adult rep for the National Youth Association, I vow to lead with openness and honesty. I will lead with Region 6 best interest in mind. My name is Omega Taylor, and I'm humbly asking for your support. Thank you.
All right, we have heard from all four of our potential nominees or candidates. We heard from all four of our candidates. Now I'm going to open the floor up for nominations for the Region 6 National Youth Work Committee Adult Representative position. Are there any nominations? I, Jaya Lucas, nominate Kaylin Mascotes. Okay, is there a second? Is there a second? Is there a second?
I see a second in the chat from Russell Boyd.
Got you. I see a second. All right. Are there any other nominations? I'm sorry. I don't know if a second was appropriate now I think about it.
Russell, Russell staff, a nomination was presented. Russell staff, Russell Boyd is staff.
Yeah, I just want to confirm that that second came from Raven Keith and
Raven Keith. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't even know if is second necessary for a nomination.
Once a nomination is presented, it is already accepted pending with the interest of the adult.
Okay. Are there any other nominations?
Shaylin Simpson nominated Brandy Fields in the Q&A.
Okay. Are there any other nominations? Final call. Are there any other nominations?
Omega Taylor for Martiana Beach.
I got Martiana. I got Brandy. I got Miss Omega. I got Miss Brandy, and I have Mr. Maz. All right. The floor is now closed for. Yeah. Okay. The floor is now closed for nominations. So we have 3 candidates that have been nominated. A poll will come out now. You have the opportunity to vote.
I'm gonna ask we can hold off on this poll. Trevino Carter did not carry over to make it as a candidate. So it will just be the 3: Kayla Mass, Omega Taylor, and Brandy Fields.
This is true.
Sorry.
Can you repeat that, please?
Yes.
Everybody but Carter. I feel like if we were in person right now, this would be a good time to do the chant, but I don't want to do it by myself. So just wait till we get the poll ready.
To confirm, everybody except for Trevon Carter, correct?
Yes.
All right, opposed, launch everyone.
To be clear, we should have 21 votes. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay.
Leave the poll open for additional time. We're still waiting on 3 additional votes. Looking for 1 additional vote. Still looking for 1 additional delegate to vote, please.
In 10 seconds, we can go ahead and close the poll.
Poll closing.
Thank you.
All right, and the election results. Want to read them, Trey?
Yes, I don't have them.
Oh, okay. My bad. I thought you could see them. I'll read them.
Okay.
Helen Myers with 9 votes, Miss Omega Taylor with 4, and Brandy Fields with 8.
Okay. So the presumptive nominee or the person elected is Kaylin Mask Oates. Congratulations. We are now going to go to the field organizer presentation.
Youth and college leaders, welcome, welcome, welcome to week 2 of the 111th NAACP virtual convention. I'm Derek Lewis, serving as your national field organizer.
And I'm Russell Boyd II, your other national field organizer.
Hey, and I know I got my regions in the house. I know, so listen, as your national field organizer, I'm responsible for Region 1, Region 4, and Region 5, I'm responsible for the states of South Carolina, Alabama, and Florida. Region 6, and in Region 7, I'm responsible for Virginia.
I am responsible for Region 2 and Region 3. In Region 5 that both Derek and I share, I'm responsible for the great state of Mississippi, North Carolina, Georgia, and Tennessee. And in Region 7, I'm responsible for the great state of Maryland.
So listen, we don't want to be before you too long. We have a few updates and a few action steps as relates to the field of youth, as relates to the field and the work of the Youth and College Division. So first, as relates to administrative, We have a lot of work that is moving, but we need to contact you, and we can't contact you by leadership. We know that leadership transitions, so we need a unit email, a unit associated email. That can be your school name, naacp@gmail.com, or opt into the unit associated emails that you received upon your charter.
Yep, and as Derek said, like we need to be able to contact you. And while we need that general unit email, we also need the contact information for the folks on your executive committee, advisors, presidents, secretaries, all of that good stuff. And you can give us that contact information by completing the officer update form. The officer update form link is here on the screen. So be sure to fill that out if you haven't already. That's to ensure that we have all the right people on file. And that'll also help us with you getting access to the membership portal. So if you don't know what the membership portal is, it's a really dope system that allows you to have all access to your unit's information. So membership roster, being able to upload members, seeing who's on the roster, what the contact information is for the unit, all of that good stuff. And we definitely want y'all to have access to that. So in order to do so, you'll need to complete that officer update form and also complete a membership portal training. Be sure to sign up for one of those membership portal trainings at the link here. We have some dates coming up in September, I believe this week and towards the end of the month as well. So be sure to check those out here, complete that officer update form, and we'll have everything we need to get you access to that membership portal.
And please, please, please take advantage of the space that you're in right now. Regional meetings happen for a reason. They happen only once a year outside of our quartile. We want to make sure that you take advantage of this space and get to know and identify who are your regional leaders and support to help you move the work forward of the NAACP.
Yep, and the regional leaders are definitely be helpful context in allowing us to move that work. We have some pretty great work that we're doing right now. As Derek alluded to earlier, we have our dope student debt work, which I love is some of the work that I love most about this job. We have tons of things going on. We have our Black Student Debt Report that is coming out soon on September 24th. We'll be launching that via a virtual press conference. So please be sure to tune into that. The only way we can tune into it though is if we have your contact information. So as we mentioned earlier, make sure you have that unit email, make sure you complete that officer update form so you can get that. But you can also see all about it on our social media, which is at NAACPYC_. But that student debt work, we have our report coming out. We have op-eds coming out. We have a Twitter storm coming. We are looking for student debt organizers. We want people to share their student debt stories. We have so much student debt work coming on and coming up quick. So definitely check that out. If you're interested in being a student debt organizer or sharing your student debt story, click the link here, visit that, and you'll be able to share that story and sign up to be a student debt organizer if you're interested. Those are people who will be working on various student debt projects, anything ranging from interviews to op-eds to research, all that good stuff. So definitely check that out.
And last but not least, leaders, we know that as we move forward in this work, that all the issues relate to the vote. And throughout this whole video, you've been seeing a link that's been going at the very bottom that's been saying bit.ly/NAACP vote 2020. This is what helps you check your voter verification status. If you are not involved in your state campaign, if your unit is not involved in any type of efforts, I'm asking you to join our national campaign at blackvoiceschangeslives.org and participate and help us recruit volunteers and also help us register new voters and mobilize the vote come November 3rd.
Yep. So that's basically a wrap, folks. You know, we definitely have tons of great stuff moving in the field. But in order for to do that, we got a few housekeeping things that we got to take care of. So as we mentioned earlier, make sure that you have that unit email, you complete that officer update form, that you have access to that membership portal training. Definitely get in contact with the National Youth Work Committee folks and definitely get involved with some of this great work that we have going on, because there's tons of things happening in 2020 and we need y'all's energy, y'all's passion, y'all's intelligence to be able to help move the work of the NAACP and the work of the Youth and College Division.
As always, we appreciate y'all, and y'all stay dangerous.
Stay great.
I'll pass it back to Treylin Rogers.
All right. Well, I think we've reached the end of our agenda. So is there a motion for adjournment? Well, I don't see a motion for adjournment, but I'm about to make the motion myself. Okay, is there a second? Is there a second? Is there a second to adjourn? Okay, got you. Non-debatable, all in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Good night.